Hello guys, and welcome back. This is House of Fun, where today we are back on the catamaran. So last time guys, I basically gave up because I'd run out of wood, right? So I still have this one, and yes, I haven't jumped ahead, don't worry, it's still the same. I haven't got carried away with myself, but like I was saying, this is what I had before. This stuff, it's the same thickness as this, and it's basically the same thing. No, it is the same. So I had that. That's basically in for the back here. Yeah, I was looking for more wood. I found pieces like this, and I was contemplating taking slices out of it and building what I need to do out of slices, but this one don't want to cut right because it's basically ply. But yeah, that's gone. Oh, I found pieces like this, but they're painted already, so that's gone. And then the other half, like I said beforehand, she's pretty good most of the time. These pieces, yes, do not get me wrong, they are definitely thicker, okay, like, but not by much. They'll do. They're still quite light. Yeah, they've got rounded edges. We can get rid of them, clean that off so that it's less gappage to fill. But we might be able to get some stuff done with these. These are the boys' old bed. This baby cot thing. They're the sides. Luckily enough for me, these are champion. These are absolutely champion. I think. I haven't tried cutting them yet, but so far they look great. But there is that one. There is that one. And then there's these two. There we go. We have two. So I kind of wish I'd found them before I built the bottom, the middle of the catamaran, but I didn't, so shit happens. I may take him off. I might just leave it and suck it and see what I can do with what's on there. So like with words again, man. With what we see with the front, I definitely can take the sander to it and smooth stuff out. But yeah, I basically hopefully have a bit more wood now and I can carry on. So I will get some of this mocked up and try and see if it cuts all right. And yeah, guys, I'll be back soon. So guys, little annoyed. This is now part of the backboard. That was one of the new pieces I had. Turns out they're like wood veneer. And then it's just compacted wood fibres all pushed together and they whack a board together. So that stuff, when it gets wet, is going to be shit. So yeah, I know this thing is going to be sealed and hopefully not get wet, but the small chance it ever does, I don't want it bloating out and fucking ruining most of the boat. So that stuff is out. These ones, these little ones, yeah, these are still usable. These are decent wood. These are still usable. I'm going to make something that sits over the top, like a sanding jig. I'll just feed them through it and it will shave all the crap off of it. And I might see if I can make it so it planes the ends off as well. But that's another tool that I've got to build. So, you know, that kind of puts the boat on hold for a little bit more. So I thought I'd just crack on with what I've got. Yeah, my idea was obviously to take this one and try and remove these sections, but leaving a piece. I mean, it's going to be somewhat similar to that, to be honest. Yeah, sorry guys, I got carried away a little bit, okay? I have already cut this one off. As you can also possibly see, we've got a new little bit standing there. Oh, shit, where did that come from? Oh no. I keep jumping. I keep getting really keen and really happy. I haven't been well lately. I've got vertigo really badly, so On the odd days that I can actually get out here and do stuff, I forget sometimes to put the camera on. But I cut these. Obviously we had the, let me grab them. We had the full lengths. I've lost my markings. Okay, I'd hashed them. I hashed them. There was little hashtag, and then they were marked off at the ends, and I've lost them. So I don't even know which one's which now. Poop. Ah, no, hash. There we go, that was that one. There we go, see. Didn't need sanding all the way down the back. So that is for the back end of there, that is for the back end of there. But I want little relief cuts in here, and probably in here. I might actually have messed up and want one up here already. One here, and then one here. I don't know, I need to look into it again, but that is going to be a relief cut no matter what happens. So, we've also put the sander across the bottom. This has actually come out really quite well. I am happy with this. Needs a little bit more work. I need to go back over and fill these lines back in. You see where the darker coloration is, where it's not grey off and it's like a darker grey. That is where the JB weld has not been touched, so that's where a dip is. I need to go back over with another layer of JB, fill them in, smooth it off. Probably the same again with these gaps so I can round the corners off. But I had to start putting these on before I cut these out, this piece, because as you can see from the back end, there is a lot of wobble where there's no support. So that's why the bottom went in when it did, and then the sides, and I was just trying to hold it all to, let's empty that out, just trying to hold it all together. That's it. But guys, it is getting there, literally. I'm gonna cut this down, probably to about this. Slice a little bit off, cut a centimetre or something. I'll have a look. We'll call it 2. Probably take about 2 centimetre and a half to 2 centimetre, and then that will sit off cocked like so, with a gap piece all the way along at the angle, and then obviously I'm just going to shape it off as much as I can. I may even lay in an extra piece along the top, a thinner piece of that one in across the top of it, and try and get a nice curvy sort of edge to it here, along here. This is all going to curve, but this is going to be where I struggle because it's going to dip, and oh yeah, it's trying to, I'm probably going to add loads to it and then file it away. I say file, I always say file, I mean sand. I sand harp most of it away and get the shape that I want, but yeah, this one's going to take a while up here. I think it'll be a case of shape parts in with a pencil so I know where I'm touching with the sander, because it's kind of difficult sometimes to frickin' tell where you're touching. So yeah, I am probably going to get the other side cut out and then start trying to mock some of this shit up. I need to, basically the edge I think that I slice off of this is going to be the edge that I put into here. So this one piece will do most of it, fingers crossed. But I will crack on and I will start getting this cut down and shaped, and yeah, I'll get it all glued up and everything else. I'll try and film most of that for you if I can, but I just get in the way when I'm filming and stuff, because I keep telling you guys, my shed is tiny, it's shit at the minute. I will rebuild it soon, but until then I'm kind of stuck with half footage, so never mind, we'll get there. So guys, it is a lot freaking different. Wow, she looks so different like that. Kind of, you can see an actual boat in it now. Before it was a bit strange because it was like I had tops and then a bottom, and I don't know, it felt really weird. But now, looking at that, it feels a lot better. I don't know. Yeah, it kind of feels cool to be fair. But we have got both sides cut out, as you can see. One is right here, that's my phone dying like a knob. That's one side. And This side is a little thinner now because I've taken this strip out of it already, and I've put that in. Obviously we can fill this gap in with JB, and then once it's dry, round this edge off. But that was the straight edge, I think. I believe I'm going to put that on top. I'll probably just put it on top and then we'll take that edge off. Round that off as well. A bit like how this bottom's done. And I mean, it should look cool. This edge needs to be curved, so I don't know. We'll figure it out as it goes. I'll probably just sand it off. Yeah, we got it right that time. So we'll probably get that one stuck onto that and just sand the edging off of it, get it all lined up, and we can go from there. But I'm probably going to end up cutting these two out to the same size, put them together, and then somewhat cut out the shape of the lid onto them for when it, you know, keeps building to the next part. But I'll get it so that they're both together and flush on how they're going to go in, and get that lid cut out, and hopefully it'll help me later on down the line line everything up and yeah, finish building it. But like I say, every single time it's getting there slowly, piece by piece by piece by piece, literally. This one is a slower project, guys, because it's more of a lot of planning, a lot of thinking, and then go cut the parts and realise I got it freaking wrong and have to do it again. But shit happens. I got a feeling this thing is gonna fly. Literally, if I put a pair of wings on it, it will fly. And this thing is big enough and gonna go fast enough to be able to. So we're gonna have some fun with this. I am looking forward to this boat. So guys, I have actually got them pieces cut out and they are glued on into place at the minute. So I cut it into 3 in the end and created a really decent radius curve. So hopefully, guys, there you go, you can see that side. Like, it looks a bit like Noah's Ark sort of shit at the minute, I get that, but we just need to smooth these fronts off. But I've got to get this right. I'm gonna have to sand all this down and smooth it into a point, but I want it to just sort of swoop off from that point, like gradually peak down. Tiny curve to it, obviously, nothing too dramatic, but we clearly have the height inside now for getting in. I can get a whole hand into the sides, and I've stiffened the back up. Hey, there's me knocking shit about. I've stiffened the back up. I've put a couple of bits in here, like this one, and then the straight, which links into the top and the bottom. So it kind of uniforms the entire back end into one solid piece for now. But as you probably saw, I'm on the wrong side. Had to happen, didn't it? There we go. As you can probably see, guys, you got all the new GB in there. I've got up to here. I've left this back end because it does still need the taper, so this is going to get cut at some point and sloped, and I just thought it might be easier on myself to whack it in like that and cut back later when I know where everything else is going. I've kind of focused on the front end of this boat and made my way back, and that is what I'm going to continue doing because it's worked. So that's why it's taken me so long to get this bit to what it is, because I'm trying to get this front right. And to be honest, I had to kind of build this to get this right because I didn't know what the hell I was doing. But now I've got shit there, it should be a bit easier. I'm hoping, I'm praying. But I am going to finish JBing this up, and we will try and figure out the next step. So guys, last time was probably over a week ago now. Been struggling with vertigo quite badly, so I haven't really been out much. Last two days or so I've been feeling better, so I've been out here building this front. I apologise I haven't filmed it. Like I say, I haven't been out here for a while, so I kind of forgot to press play. But as we have a look, the front is now nicely built up. It's not all flute? No, it's not flute. It's not flat anymore. It's yeah, it's getting there a lot better. Okay, so both sides are not the same. It's so bloody hard to get them identical, but they are so close. It needs a full JB in on the inside of this. Found the bottom gaps on both sides here. I've also started doing this, skimming this one out, flattening it out, ready for the scoop. But like I say, I haven't been out here for at least a week and a half, so yeah, it's all coming back to me slowly. But that's how they are going to set in, guys, and that will be the front of the boat done, which will be really nice to be able to actually move on and get the rest of it finished, or at least start building the rest of it, should I say. But hey, so guys, that is the front of the boat. That is the front all on. They are both on, in place. It's looking a lot better. It just needs to dry. The bottom's wet and I've just touched it because I'm trying to glue up all of that. There's a lot of wet stuff and I am touching it. So all inside of this edge is all glued up. Now I haven't done this side yet. I will do that tomorrow. All this is all fresh. All this in here is all fresh. And I have added to the bottom in certain places just to build it back out again. Yes, this is a new piece that I have added to the back end, guys. I had to stiffen this back end up because it was way too wobbly. I'd knocked it a couple of times and these snapped off and were just wobbling around and shit, so I just put them in there to make it strong, guys. Just made my life a little bit easier. But it is getting there, guys. That is a lot heavier in the front now, but there's also a fair bit of sanding that needs doing, so hopefully this will be okay. It does feel a bit heavy, but there is a lot of weight to go in the back yet, so sweet. Right, so yeah. Oh, I was going to say, these front ones, they are they're only JB'd into place, because normally the most of this I've been sort of super gluing it and then I JB it later on once it's together. But them front ones, I placed them in there in kapow. Luckily I have one of these, but it this one fires pins, so yeah, I got little nails that it fires, so that's quite nice. There's about 3 in each side just to hold it in there. It seems to work quite well. I haven't poked through anywhere and it doesn't seem to have split any of the wood. So yeah, I might end up using this a bit more. Not going to be for, like, I don't know, I'll glue everything, I'll have it all glued and then probably punch in with that in certain places, but I won't use it that much. It's just one of those nice things to actually have. But I'm going to let that sit tonight and let it go off, and I'll glue the rest of that in there tomorrow because I can't be asked. It's too late now, my feet hurt because, like I say, I've not been out here for a while. But yeah, that'll be that for tonight, guys. So guys, I have left this to dry overnight and I have come back and I have hit it all with the sander, and I've got to say it's actually looking pretty freaking good. There's me knocking the laptop. There you go. This side is so much better. I'm in love with that side. It's freaking awesome. Just, you know, I'll get some better looks at it at some point for you guys, but for now, that is the front end done. I still need to fill this in a little bit more and sand it back, but there's a little bits around here and around here that need filling up and stuff anyhow. So it's a case of waxing more filler on this front end and then sand that back until I'm happy with it, including this spot. But I am going to start trying to build the middle piece and then blend in the sides to it. Like I say, I am literally just starting at the front and working my way back, guys. But this video's starting to get a little long now, So you know, you guys don't really want to sit there watching me build this thing for over an hour and shit, so better off in smaller videos. Got more chance of you guys actually sitting there and watching it. If you have, thank you guys. Thank you for your support. Please keep it up. So like I say, for now, that'll be that on this one. So like, subscribe, share for me guys. Thank you. Have fun. Have some fun out.